Howdy guys, it's Game with Daddy here again today. And today, you know how uni, when you first start, it always seems so daunting? Well, today we're gonna fix that. Today, I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks to learn best at university because I've survived a semester there. Let's go. Okay, tip 1. I reckon, based on my semester, that you should always try and start your readings and everything early. This is because it allows you to plan, and then the lecturers don't get mad at you for not having done your readings. And then you don't get stressed because you don't have assignments and so on. It just keeps going and it keeps seeming better every time you do your readings early. Tip number 2. Is it tip number 2? Yes. Tip number 2. Always have a 3-week gap for your assignments before the deadline. This allows you to have 2 weeks for writing the assignment and 1 week for drafting it. What this will do is basically give you stress-free time to be able to complete your assignment without having all-nighters, which I know some of my friends do. I mean, seriously, like, I never did a all-nighter on a 12-week semester, so I think that's a pretty good tip. And it also keeps you on top of all your work so that you can do everything you want to do whenever, because you'll have all this free time. Coco, what you doing? That's my dog. She's just sniffing around behind this chair. What's going on, Coco? Tip number 3 for this one, we're outside. Make lots of friends is my tip number 3. You know why? Because you're at uni for 20 weeks a year. I mean, let's be honest, that's not very much, but still, if you make friends, you'll get through a lot faster, trust me. It also allows you to bond with each other and therefore help each other with assignments and tests. So I think that's a pretty good tip. Back to the tips, I reckon. Tip number 4? Yeah, so this is tip number 4 for university. I reckon you should get some sleep and make sure you take care of yourself. Take lots of breaks. It's okay. You work hard. Doesn't matter. If you take lots of breaks, you'll be fine. Just do it, because then you'll feel recharged when you got an assignment due and you don't feel like doing any other work. It's pretty cool in my mind, because then you won't feel so tired by the end of the semester. Play games, watch Netflix, watch Disney Plus, whatever you have to do. I reckon those are great tips. Good luck with anyone starting uni. Good luck to myself, I guess, with next semester. But so my next tip is, they're all related to, my next few tips are related to doing things electronically. So I've found 3 different sources to be useful at my time at uni. First technological tip is to use Grammarly. Grammarly is a software which is basically your personal grammar checker, you know? It's kind of handy to have. Like, it's almost like your parents or just another eye looking. It's almost like another eye looking at your work to see if it's got any spelling errors or grammar errors. It's essentially a really powerful grammar checker, and I reckon you should check it out. And it's free, so that's a bonus. Another bonus is that it's more powerful than Word, so you got that going for you too. Tip number 2 is to use screen readers. Predominantly, I found 2. So number 1 is called Speechify, I think. Yes, it's called Speechify, and it's basically a screen reader which has got really good reviews. I'll pop it up in a minute just to show you what it's like, because it looks really cool, and it's free, so you got that going for you too. All of these are free, by the way. So that just makes you able to read a document, read a textbook chapter without having to worry about taking too much time or being boring or anything, and you just have your computer read to you. And the other one is called Natural Voices text reader. This is basically like got more features, but it's also free, so you can, unlike what you do in Speechify, Natural Reader, you can actually search for things in PDFs, and you can change the size of the PDF to make it suit your workflow better. But they both have the same voices, so it's not too much different. And my final tip is to use a voice recorder. This can be done with things like Apple, so your iPad. So your iPad can basically have this microphone that records everything you say, right? And you can use it for typing, so that's really cool. And then that means you don't have to type at all. You can even do punctuation, like if you say full stop and comma, it works. So there you go, you got another bonus, and that's free, and it comes with your iPad. You just have to pay for the iPad. Another version of voice to text is through Google Docs, for example, or Word. That's really helpful. It's really helped me. I recommend you do that if you're studying uni, because it allows you to basically write all your ideas down without even thinking about it. Like you don't even need to worry if, like, you can just speak, you know? Like, you don't even have to type. And typing takes a while for people who can't type. So it'll help people with disabilities, for example. So that's all my tips for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you take on board some of those tips for your starting uni. I hope to continue using my very own tips for my, you got one more semester for week one, so you got one more semester for this year, right? So 1 semester plus 2 plus 2